Do not underestimate the topic of this video. It will determine for a lot of players whether Majin Vegeta is worth summoning for 2022 Saiyan Day celebration. The very first major thing we have to talk about is what are the actual chances that they give this man a 200% leader skill, especially when you consider that Global Dokkan will be getting this unit as well, not just JP. The second thing we have to talk about is, of course, what categories could he possibly give it to? Now, of course, as you know, it is tradition on the channel to catch someone lacking with today's subscriber challenge, which is this very, very quickly, all right? If you really want Majin Vegeta, be honest with me. If you want Majin Vegeta to give any kind of buff to Pure Saiyans from his leader skill, you have to subscribe to the channel. It is what it is. You know who you are. But if you don't really care, if you want other categories to get some representation in terms of a leader skill, I respect that. And you can also skip today's subscriber challenge. You know who you are. I will catch you lacking in the next one, though, so stay tuned for that. Let's hop into the video, starting off with the very first topic. How realistic is it that this man gets a 200% leader skill? And I'm telling you right now, I actually think it's pretty realistic, even though Global is getting this unit. You have to keep in mind that Dokkan doesn't really care to keep, you know, new type of mechanics or to hold new mechanics until the anniversary for Global Dokkan, right? So for example, during the 4-year anniversary, they actually introduced active skills, okay, for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That was the first time JP Dokkan has ever seen them. But on Global Dokkan, all right, we got actually quite a few units with an active skill way before the anniversary. Two examples would be LR Tech Gobros, LR Tech Gobros and LR Tech Broly. Those are two LRs that received active skills way before the anniversary for Global Dokkan. So it tells me that they're not shy to just introduce a 200% leader skill this quick for Global Dokkan. And remember, again, this is going to be a JP unit. JP already has a few of these. So to me, if they really want us to summon, you have to understand that Dokkan in general wants Global Dokkan to waste their stones. The less stones we have for, actually, the more stones we spend now, the less stones we have for the anniversary. So I'm telling you right now, I do think it's very likely that this guy gets a 200% leader skill. The real question is, what categories does he lead? And this is where things get a little tricky. And the thing we actually have to understand, like we have to understand no matter what, is that when it comes to these 200% leader skills, they have to be like categories that actually work with each other. So for example, here, the Kamehameha category has a lot of characters in both of these categories as well. So if he's going to have a leader skill similar to this, he has to give a like a buff to two categories, and those two categories have to have a lot of crossover with another category he buffs. So because, you know, these give buffs to 3 specific categories, so he has to buff 2 categories that are just whatever, and then the last one has to be a category that has a lot of other units within it just to make the leader skill work. So I'm going to shut this down right now. I do not think he's going to lead Pure Saiyans, all right? That's the very first category I want to talk about. The reason why I'm saying that is because, A, this guy is very recent still. Like, he's a recent Dokkan Fest. Not like too recent, not incredibly recent, but still recent for Global and JP. He is a Pure Saiyan lead. On top of that, we know this guy's getting an easy A. This guy is most likely going to be a 170 across the board for Pure Saiyan. So if they're going to buff this guy's leader skill, I doubt that they're going to have this guy just go ahead and lead Pure Saiyans in any way, shape, or form as well. And on top of that, this man right here is due for, this physical Vegeta is due for an easy A. So, I mean, like, with all of these potential Pure Saiyan buffs, I don't see, like, how this guy would lead it. But he'd obviously probably be, you know, very good on the category. But you never know, right? Maybe he'll give that Pure Saiyans buff to, he'll give the 30% to HP attack and defense to Pure Saiyans. Maybe it won't be like the actual leader skill itself, but just the extra little buff that he gives right there. Well, again, we'll have to see, but I don't think he's going to buff Pure Saiyans at all. Let me go ahead and delete Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta as well. So next one is Resurrected Warriors. I mean, I don't think he's going to buff this category either, simply because this Tech Vegeta already leads it. He's another Majin Vegeta. I mean, I guess you can say there's 2 Golden Freezes that lead this category as well. But I mean, like, again, Vegeta has so many categories that I think they're going to stray away from like buffing any categories that, that another Majin Vegeta already buffs. So I'm gonna say no to this one. Let me know what you guys think. I also want you guys to let me know what categories do you see this man actually buffing. Next, we have Majin Buu Saga. I'm sorry, I just don't see this one as well. This guy's getting an easy A somewhat soon. He has to, right? Then STR Buu, who's coming out next month for Global, will also already leads the category as well. And then we have STR Vegito. So again, I just don't see this guy or this category getting buffed in terms of what we need, you know? So I'm crossing that one off right now. Next, we have Vegeta's family. And honestly, I could see this guy leading Vegeta's family. I feel like when it comes to Majin Vegeta, a part of his sacrifice, to my understanding, is just, like I envision the whole scene of him hugging Trunks and stuff, and it's just like he's doing it, for him. He's doing it for his family. He's doing it for, like, he's sacrificing himself so no one else, dies at the hand of Majin Buu, from my understanding, right? So I feel like Vegeta's family, like, he could be giving some sort of buff to this category, especially when you consider that this blue Vegeta will also be getting an easy A as well. So I could see Vegeta's family getting buff from his leader skill. I'll actually call it right now. I'll say this category will be one of the 3 that receives a buff from his potential 200% leader skill. So yeah, I'll leave that one up for now. Next, we have Worthy Rivals. It's possible. I just think that this category is pretty limited. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see Worthy Rivals, huh? I mean, you do have a few Vegetas in here that definitely could work. Is Vegeta? I'm just trying to consider, like, what Majin Vegeta is, right? I don't know. I'll leave this one up for now. Let me know what you guys think about that. Super Saiyan 2, again, I don't think so. Because Majin Vegeta is already the only leader for this cat. I mean, I guess you could say Transforming Vegeta is the only real leader for the category. I guess he could, honestly, but I don't really know. We'll have to see. I'll cross this one out for now. Then we have Final Trump Card. Honestly, like, I could probably see this being led by Vegeta because, I actually expect, I'm telling you right now, I expect this Vegeta to have, hit the final atonement animation. We need to see that in, like, the 2022 Dokkan graphics, and that is his final trump card. So it makes sense to me, okay, that final trump card will be getting buffed from his leader skill in some way, shape, or form. So far, he could be, like, final trump card and, like, another category. Well, the thing is, like, let's say he buffs Vegeta's family. How many Vegeta units are on this category for final trump card? Like, you do have Vegeta's family, like Trunks. Is this guy actually on Vegeta's family? Because I know Mai's there. No, he's not. I guess it makes sense. You do have this Vegeta. Yeah, there's not a lot of crossover, to be honest. So, I mean, again, I could see him, like, leading this, but whatever category he gives a very small buff to has to be a category that, a lot of units have in this. So, again, we'll see. But I will say, so far, I do like the idea of these 3 categories. I'll take away Worthy Rivals. I'd say Final Trump Card and Vegeta's family, I think, would be very, very likely. We also have All Out Struggle. All Out Struggle, honestly, I don't know. I don't really see it, to be honest. We also have to talk about the fact that Vegeta could bring a new leader skill, right? I'm hoping that he doesn't, because Captain Ginyu didn't, and Dokkan. I always like units that don't bring new leader skills, only because it actually goes ahead and allows other categories to get buffs as well. So if he buffs 2 main categories that already exist, it's going to be a W for all of those categories, rather than introducing a completely new one. So even if he does bring a new one, what other category could he possibly lead? So this this topic is still valid. I don't think so. We're talking about All the Struggle. I don't really think he'll lead that. Connected Hope, I also don't think so as well. I don't really think so. We have Corroded Body and Mind. Honestly, Corroded Body and Mind, again, to me, it speaks to what Majin Vegeta is, right? And what he's trying to fight. Again, not a lot of crossover. He also could, like, give that extra 30% to stats to, like, Extreme Class or, like, Super Class or something. It doesn't have to be specifically a category, right? Which will allow for him to work better. Like, let's say he gives Corroded Body and Mind and like final trump card, you know, 3 key 170, and then an extra 30% to extreme class units. So like a lot of these units here are going to be eating very, very well, especially like a lot of these units. And then you give this Goku Black a 200% lead, who by the way has to EZA at some point. He is going to look very, very good once he gets that EZA. Imagine Janemba on a 200% leader. Like, things could look very, very good. So I would not be surprised if that were to be the case as well. Gifted Warriors, I mean, I know there's a lot of Vegetas on this category, so maybe, but I don't really see it, to be honest. And then we have Beyond Super Saiyan, which honestly, like, in all fairness, actually, the reason why I don't see this, well, honestly, now that I remembered, there was a Dokkan data, a global Dokkan data download that introduced 2 new categories to the game. I forgot the categories, but I believe one of them was Battle of Fate, because remember, next month we are getting Super Saiyan 2 to 3 Goku, as well as Majin Buu. But the other category could have actually been Beyond Super Saiyan, which, if that's the case, if Global is getting that category early, then it could make sense if this guy leads that, right? Like, cause look at all these characters. So this is what I'm like. This is literally a perfect leader skill for a 200% buff, because you have so many other units that you can, you know, literally buff Vegeta's family as well, and a lot of units will get buffed out of this. So I would honestly say, like, Beyond Super Saiyan is possible, and then like final trump card, and then you specifically buff Vegeta's family with the extra 30% to like attack and defense and HP, right? I think that could make sense. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What leader skill do you really want to see for this Majin Vegeta? I do think Beyond Super Saiyan, Final Trump Card, Vegeta's family, and Corroded Body and Mind are the most likely candidates, if you exclude the possibility of him bringing a new category. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't know. It's obviously very tough to say. It's a lot of speculation, but these categories, I would say, definitely need this needs another leader. Like, I like the fact that categories have multiple leaders, because now if you want to run this category, let's say on JP you want to run this category, you only have 1 unit to do so. So like a category having 2 or 3 leaders makes it just like that much more flexible in actually trying to run it and actually trying to beat missions tied to a specific category. So keep that in mind. Final Trump card is already, has a few decent leads, or decent leads already, so we're good to go there. And then Vegeta's family is good as well. Corroded Body and Mind could also use some more as well, just something else besides Janemba. And Majin Vegeta is the definition of Corroded Body and Mind. Same as Vegeta's family, same as Final Trump card, same as Beyond Super Saiyan, same as, all these 4. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I do appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.